Hello, beautiful beings. Hello again. I just uploaded a video. Letting go feels like grieving. And they really want me to expound on... I was starting to put myself down a little bit. Well, I never would put myself down, but the personal identity would. The old, just those old thoughts. We're starting to come in around I'm still in the, of course, I'll always be ascending, and that's like basically the personal identity coming into focus with presence, with our natural state of being. More, God is living this life. God is beating me and breathing my heart. The divine is. And that's what's actually living this life. So our work really is to get rid of all the useless personal identity that doesn't match what would naturally come through this physical form. Unaided. They just added. That's why it's so important to get rid of so much, all of the useless thinking. I mean, that's the goal, really. And I just feel that I'm no longer under any weight from useless thinking. I'm seeing it come in, but it's not, it's pretty much staying out on the periphery now. It's interesting. I can feel the emotion, like the last few days, this kind of down feeling. I can feel that emotion, but not be taken over by it. And so I was putting myself down a little bit for, well, why did you go with those feelings anyway? Why didn't you cut that feeling off a long time ago that you were starting to have, spark up again with this person you're holding satsang with? See, I'm going to hold satsang with so many people on the planet. I'm going to be here for a lot longer in this physical form. So right now what I'm really learning, have been learning it for a while, but haven't had much interaction with holding satsang with men up to this point. But there is one man I've been holding satsang with for over a couple of years now, and he's married. And I mean, just the satsangs are so life-giving for both of us. And so I was starting to beat myself up with, well, why didn't you just stay in logic mode? It's not possible. Not when it's just that pure, undiluted, just love. That's all there is to it. It's love. It's deep friendship. It's I have a fuzzy in my eyelash. It's helping each other ascend. There's just nothing more that could create a better bond. And that's how it will be with my divine partner also. And so I only felt, well, anyway, ancients. Oh, this fuzzy is really distracting me. It represents having something in your eye or something wrong with it. Represents not liking what I'm seeing. Yeah, but see, this is all a mirror for me to help shed more of the useless personal identity, because I don't need to be sad about shit. No, it's all, everything is happening for me. So that wasn't a mistake. That this bond that I have with this person is not a mistake. I don't need to avoid holding satsang with people because I feel affected in some type of way. No, I can handle that. I absolutely can handle it. And so it's a mirror to show me how far I've come once again. It's all right. I'm not rocked by it. I don't have to put myself down. Thank you. Their point is, as far as they were just, they're just so good at soothing me. Right now, I get downloads. So does this other person. Download after download. After we have been holding satsang, and there's just this, then we're in each other's vibes so much that we run into each other. And it's very obvious that that's happening. It's like, whoa. Every time we hold satsang, we run into each other. well, that can be with anybody, but it's like the deeper I go with certain people, the ones that are super open and are just like every single day, that's all they can think about is ascending and introspective work. It's just in us. It's in healers, basically, because we're on a mission. I was going to say, because it feels like I'm on a mission, but they're we're obviously on a mission. And so it's so exciting to hold satsang with people that just want to go so deep, and they just want to pull the fear out by the taproots, no matter how scary it is. It's very exhilarating, and there's just nothing more attractive to me. And of course, it doesn't hurt when the person is absolutely just so handsome anyway. Yeah, and fit and healthy and open and but see, it's a sign also that is what I'm attracting. And I said that in my last video too, briefly. It's just an indicator. I can take it like, oh dang, that sucks that I can't be with him. But I'm deeply grateful for, they just showed me all the people I'm going to be holding satsang with. I'm not going to be holding on to any of them, and this person is no different. So I just feel honored to have this person, had come along a couple years ago to help me learn how to hold satsang with somebody that I am so attracted to, without reacting or acting. No, none of that. But to not specifically hold on to any of it has taught me how to let go at a even deeper level. I'm fine-tuning, they're saying. It was the twin flame lesson that I went through that feels like that's when I really learned how to let go. It was all just so hideously painful. so wonderful to be through that. And so now people can feel like a divine partner even if they're married. And it's just the rules of a lot of people in the world to see that if there's an attraction. And when I say attraction, I'm saying like a cellular attraction to this person, and it feels 1000% mutual too. And yeah, it's powerful, it's very potent. And so of course I'm going to feel something. Of course it's going to, I'll be like, whoa, okay, wait, I gotta, there reaches a point. I enjoy it for a week or something. Even if we're not, holding satsang anymore or around each other, the downloads, the telepathic communication is so clear. It's just joyful. And right in the midst of it too, I'm thinking, I probably shouldn't be entertaining this, but I'm not making it come in. I'm just letting it come in. I'm receiving it, and I'm just milking it for all it's worth. And I feel like I'm just in a full on, romance of my dreams. And I can say my dreams because, it's downloads. It's not manifested yet, right here in my own little tiny home. And so I am aware that, okay, these are downloads. Yes, this is what the other person is feeling too, very intensely. I mean, just right down to making love, just downloads about traveling, and it's on that timeline. When I get super connected with somebody, well, even not super connected, just holding satsang for 20 minutes or half an hour, I can see down that timeline, and that's a big protector for me too, because I trust that shit now. I trust it implicitly, what I'm seeing, because I wasn't seeing it before I was talking to him. And then I'm seeing it, not trying to make it up, and this stuff is coming in, and I'm just like, oh. And you know what? Sometimes when they have a real low vibe, they can be getting a lift, they showed me just like wind under their wings for a moment. They couldn't quite get off the ground, and then we interact, and our energy just like bolsters them up, and then I can see down the timeline a ways, because I'm very aware of people coming in and love bombing me. And I have a beautiful being. We're talking about that. We've been talking about that just today. And I do know why it happens, and I still feel that maybe there is always going to be, if I Anyway, I feel like that's fine. I love processes. I'm really good at it now, and even with even more practice, well, these things will become automatic, they're saying. Sure, of course. It won't be practiced forever. Oh, I love that. So if I'm seeing somebody that just appears to be open and willing and all this stuff, but I see down the timeline and it's like seems wide open like this, but then it narrows. And I've seen that several times now, and it's just like, wow, yeah, that's a dead end. And or else I'll just get this energetic, real sludgy feeling about, you know, going any further with this person, or else they just talk in circles and they're just coming from their head, period. And they're just curious, which curious is fine too. Curious is fine. They're showing with a little bit of, they're showing a salt and pepper shaker. Sprinkled, curious is okay as long as it's sprinkled with some type of awareness, some type of willingness to introspect, because that's what song is for. It helps us remember who we truly are. It helps us unbury ourselves from the rubble of useless personal identity and overthinking. So I don't need to beat myself up because the downloads I get about certain people, well, this person, they're real. They're real. It's on the astral, they're saying. I said, how is that actually real? If I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm feeling it. They're saying because it's on the astral. Did I just say that? Yeah, it is. That's, you know, the telepathic communication is our native tongue. All of us. Every human on the planet. Telepathic communication. Makes sense, doesn't it? It's very beautiful. The more I trust, the more fun life is. And I just saw Jonathan. I'm talking to him on the 27th. Elaine Thorpe channels Jonathan. I've lost count now how many times I've got to talk to him. Maybe this is 8. I don't even really know what we're going to talk about, but I just saw him. He just came in and he said trust. Because every time we end our videos now, our Zoom chats together, I ask him if there's anything that I can do for him. And that's what he says. So it's a really great reminder. And the more I trust, the more I can just do the nesty plunge they're showing me. Just, you know, let go and fall back and just float. Wow, yeah, thanks for that reminder about practice. Practice becomes, whatever I'm practicing becomes automatic eventually. Yeah, I hope there's always something to work on though. Should I hope that? I don't need to hope that. There will be though. I feel there will be. There will always be fine-tuning and balancing they're showing me in whatever situation I'm going through. Yeah, it will require balance. So that's good because I want to stay sharp. Yeah, I want to stay sharp. I think that's it for now. Right, okay, they're showing me the only reason I would stay, it's okay to feel sad when I'm letting somebody go. I'm not letting them go in the way that I used to think about letting go of people. This is just, it's just letting them go. It's just letting life be. It's not having, you know, thinking that it needs to be a certain way. That's, I feel like I'm a professional surfer on the waves of life sometimes, because this stuff used to just slay me before. These type of feelings that I'm just like, but I don't want to let go. I want it to be this way because I really want to blank with this person and do this with that person and blankety and, you know, ride dirt bikes. That's a blank too, but it's okay. It's all right. Shedding the personal identity means that I don't have to feel sad because I'm not losing anything. We have held beautiful salt songs, and that's number one to me. Salt song comes first, and I'm learning how to navigate these feelings, and I'm just really happy that that I don't feel really super sad right now, even though I feel like crying. It's okay to cry too. Did you know that crying changes us at a cellular level? Yeah, it does. It changes us. So even if it seems like we're going through the same thing yet again, it's not exactly the same. It'll never be the same again. It'll be easier next time, even if you don't see it yet. I promise, it is. Every single time. This shed, we can't shed like huge amounts. Well, I feel like we have though at times. Those are quantum leaps and rebirths when we're shedding huge chunks of the personal identity. Well, it's the useless personal identity. It's because we're chipping away. They're showing me we're chipping away at this personal identity that we don't want anymore, that we're outgrowing, like, you know, the caterpillar coming out of the cocoon, and then all of a sudden we have these major realizations, and that is another. They're showing me the rocket and the 2 boosters falling away. Yeah, we are always working on it though, whether we're very aware of it or not. So there's no shame in growth. I know that the ones, my guides that have went before me, they have had to learn all of this too. And I see where they're at and how many people they're helping, and that's me. That's my path. Yeah. I'm gonna go for now. I'm gonna go paint. Oh, have I showed you my nunchucks lately? So I was sanding them the other day, and I found this color paint, and I was just like, oh my gosh, that's so beautiful. I have to have it on there too. So I went ahead and put 2 coats on, and it's so funny. It looks like sky blue in my camera, but I think you can see the right color. Yeah, it's a turquoise green. And I'm going to put 1 or 2 layers of black over the top of this, and then I'll start sanding it again. But I really wanted this turquoise to be a part of it when I'm all done. And I put these on here. These were from some type of packaging. I don't even remember what these were from, that I've had for so long, but I definitely saw them on my nunchucks. And isn't it crazy? I asked the ancients a long time ago, why when I'm doing something or I get something I'm really excited about, why is it always just not quite perfect? And they said, so it's a constant reminder that Earth is not our permanent home. I like that. I like that a lot. So, you know, you can imagine how important it would be to me to have these put on just perfectly, but they're not. Look, there's a much bigger space under one of them than the other. When I was doing it, I really thought it was just absolutely perfect. And so when this part is perfectly straight, the braided part, these aren't exactly, but it won't matter because I'm going to be flinging them around. And I'm getting really good with my left hand. That's what I've been practicing so much, is I can do it really well with my right, but yeah, I haven't been able to, well, I haven't really got it down until recently with my left hand. I mean, I'm really doing some really cool tricks with my left hand. It's still very slow, but that's okay. Yeah, all this will come off. I just need to, I gotta be careful though too, because I've been using them and these aren't finished yet. So I want to make sure that I don't ruin those. I think I should stop playing with them until I get them completely finished. And then my oldest daughter is going to help me dip them in, is it polyurethane? Yeah, it's so crazy. When I almost go to say one of my family's names, they intercept it immediately. Like, I'm going to say it, and they just block it. So nice. Yeah, okay, so when I'm all done with these and they are all finished, I will show you what I've been practicing with my left hand. Left arm. I think that's it for now. Love you so much.